It's the 2K Sports pregame show. It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan's Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. In the last two meetings for these two teams, the Celtics were handed a loss when they went up against San Antonio.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jake Crowder out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He used that pick just right.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Here's Bradley, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside Bradley, Jordan. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Boston on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Here's Thomas, following the bucket by the Spurs. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. At the elbow, Sullinger. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Parker drives in. They grab their own miss. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Jordan the screen. Bradley dishes to Sullinger. That's short off the rim.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Aldridge wide open. He fires. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Thomas against Parker. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Second chance shot, and Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got his first basket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Parker. He picked up 18 points in the last one against Memphis.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now here's Thomas after the miss from Tim Duncan. Outside Bradley. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Sullinger. From deep, Thomas, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Spurs trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Parker passes to Green. Back to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this one. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Sullinger is screen on Leonard. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Out to the right wing. Plenty of space. Good on the shot. Crowder's got 5. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Celtics leading by 3. Now Thomas still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Green against Bradley. The 19-foot shot. Green with the block. Left side, Leonard. Green kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. For a long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big 3, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big 3 recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period. And if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Parker against Thomas. And Parker, here we go. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And guys, for Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big 3, but to think of himself as the big 1.
Now, here's Thomas, following the miss by Tony Parker. Jordan kicks to Thomas. Leonard with the steal. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Butler comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And a new group in for the Celtics. Zeller, he's checked in for Jordan. Bielitsa comes in for Jared Sullinger. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Turner's subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Hunter's checked in for Boston. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Celtics leading by 4. Outside Turner. Passes it to Miles. Out to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. They get it back. To the inside. It's Bielitsa. Rebound San Antonio.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Now, here's Diaz. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Turner. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. In the corner, Miles with it. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. Miles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Turner. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Evan Turner's one of those guys. He just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage.
Great for Evan Turner. The one area where he can still develop in a big way is with the jump shot. Clark, 28% from 3 last season. Really is not going to make it.
Yeah, that's been the one stain on his game, the lack of that deep shooting ability, but everything else he can do. He can handle, he passes, he rebounds, but to be an elite player, he's got to be able to knock down that 3 ball better.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. They need this. There's the bucket. Good.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Celtics leading by 10. And here is Turner. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They set the pick, and Bielitsa kicks to Miles. No good off the pick.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Marjanovic. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Miles with another miss.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
And Butler gets it to go.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Fortunately for me, I don't have it.
So it's Boston now after the basket by San Antonio. And there's the 3-second violation.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Turner. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, back to Mills. The Spurs could have used his contributions last year. Parker was hobbled. Corey Joseph was still learning. Mills didn't put together consistent efforts and ended up losing minutes, Clark, because of it.
Yeah, you know, Mills had the opportunity to make an impact for a championship contender. That chance doesn't come very often. Unfortunately, he couldn't make the most of it.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. He said that if they wanted to double their wins against them, they'll have to be just as sharp as they were in their first meeting, saying, we can't get sloppy now and expect to win. We have to be just as judicious with what shots we take as we were the first time around. We'll see if they can replicate that, guys.
Doris, thanks. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
It's very rare that you see a team shoot the ball well without moving it well. And that's the hidden message when the coach talks about their shooting.
And the pass to Diaw. Puts it up. Good on the jump shot. Diaw's got his first points of the night. Boston with the ball. 6-point lead. Outside Turner. There's a good screen. Here is Miles, fended by West. Picked by Zeller. Now here's Turner. He's guarded closely. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Here's San Antonio. Hills with it, picked up by Turner. West kicks to Diaw. Fires the three. The shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. Here's Hunter. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Now, here's Mills after the miss from Tyler Zeller. Outside Butler. Green, the screen, while they're passing to Diaw. Jumper off the screen. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Thomas with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's Bielitsa. Soft touch off the glass.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up.
And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest to...
My first 3-4 years, it was tough sometimes.
Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Bradley. Sullinger is screen on Green. Green against Bradley. Sullinger is screen on Green. Here's Bradley. No good. Great D that time from Green. Spurs trail by 5. Leonard dishes to Green. Pass to Duncan. Outside Leonard. He kicks it to Aldridge. And Jordan sends it back.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Leonard, takes the three. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Celtics leading by 7. Jordan the screen. Kicks it to Crowder. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Crowder's got 7 points.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And that one's good. Duncan's got his first basket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Bradley kicks to Sullinger. And another basket for Boston.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Boston also with the sub. Turner's checked in. Sullinger a screen on Parker. And it's Turner off the drive. The shot by Sullinger wide open. Here's Jordan, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now. They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Parker with the steal. Outside Leonard, the three. Crowder pulls it in. Celtics leading by 8. Bradley kicks to Turner. Back to Bradley. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. There's the dish to Sullinger. Pass to Turner. Wide open. That's good. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for your Silver Dancers.
San Antonio with the ball, trailing by 10. And Green gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Turner against Parker. It's Bradley on the wing. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's West. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game instead of being the 6th, they would have been the second.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
Parker outside. Feeds it to Aldridge for 3. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Parker against Turner. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Parker.
And against the Clippers, the Spurs didn't have home court advantage. I mean, ended up playing a big part in that series. They ended up losing in Game 7 in Staples with some questionable timekeeping, but that's not why they lost.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Sewell Butler comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Daniel Green. And a new group in for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jordan. Bielitsa comes in for Sullinger. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Hunter subbed in for Avery Bradley.
And that Spurs series sure didn't feel like a first-round matchup. I mean, you could have easily have seen either team playing for the title, regardless of who won the series. Both teams acknowledged that it felt like a conference finals matchup.
Shot clock at 2. It's Bielitsa. And it comes off the front of the rim. Spurs trail by 6. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Mills. Zeller grabs the board.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
And that one's good. 8 points for Evan Turner.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
It's Parker with the drive. And he overshot that one, missing. Celtics leading by 8. Now Turner. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Zeller. Back to Turner. And Miles kicks to Zeller. Rebound by Butler. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Diaw, the screen. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Turner against Parker. Now here's Turner. Now the feed to Miles. Connects from three-point range. Miles has got 9 points. Spurs trail by 9. Parker outside. He feeds it to Butler. That is good. Butler's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hands.
Thomas checked in for the Celtics. Parker with the steal. One-on-one fast break. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Outside Butler. To the middle. And Boston with the rebound. Bielitsa's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. They're 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Mills, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by the Celtics. Zeller's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Thomas passes to Hunter. Back to Thomas from past the arc. That's good. Thomas got 5 now.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Mills dishes to Diao. Got a hand on it. They get it back. They got him on the arm, but it still can. The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Hunter, the pass to Zeller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. DeAndre Jordan, number 1. Second is Tyler Zeller.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
All sorts of time. Hunter, no good. With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case.
Zeller inside. Oh, that's blocked, but they recover it. The Elitza misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Spurs passing it around. Over in the corner, Diao. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Diao's got 5 points now in the quarter. You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
Now, here's Mills. Defense is right there. Here's Duncan. Off on the layup.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Miles. And so we wrap up the first half. Celtics lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Boston had no problems getting going. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Take a look here at what Miles has been doing. 9 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And here is Thomas. Passes to Bradley. He kicks it to Jordan. Sullinger the screen. Jordan dishes to Sullinger. Jordan the pass to Crowder. The three-pointer no good. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Parker. Duncan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Duncan's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in, just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him.
Sullinger. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Outside Thomas. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. He's looking for Sullinger and finds him. And it's sent back by Aldridge. But he stays with it. Now a timeout called by Boston. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Clock at 6. And stolen by Aldridge. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Nobody near Leonard. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play. And the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Jordan sets the pick for Thomas. To the inside, Parker with the steal. Thomas against Green. Parker with a clean look. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it. And credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Tim Duncan. 9th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And, you know, his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation.
That one is no good. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
6 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Jordan the screen. Double team on Thomas. Here's Crowder. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
David West, he's checked in for Tim Duncan. Boston also with the sub, Evan Turner. He's checked in for Thomas.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
San Antonio again missing. Boston leading by 5. And it's Bradley off the drive. Outside Turner. Back to Bradley. Jordan the screen. Bradley against Leonard. Bradley kicks to Jordan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Aldridge. It's stolen by Sullinger. Boston's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Turner dishes to Bradley. Pass to Sullinger. Fires it up. Buries the 20-footer. Sullinger's got 4 this quarter. Spurs trail by 9. Parker outside. Kicks to Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Shot clock at 6. Outside Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
To the paint. Here's Sullinger. West with the block. Parker outside. Shot to stop the drought. And he hits the jump shot. Parker's got 7 points. Bradley with the ball. He has 7. Now Jordan. And it's Turner off the drive. Baseline try. And the shot's good from Crowder. 11 points in the game.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
18 feet out. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Turner. There's the dish to Bradley. He squares up and sinks it. And now an 11-point Boston lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the 2nd-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Both teams deciding to change it up. On the wing, Green. He has 6. And Diaw kicks to Leonard. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Leonard against Turner. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 1st foul.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Now here's Turner. He's got 8. And Bielitsa kicks to Zeller. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Duncan, a screen. Mills passes to Duncan. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Down low. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
Mills dishes to Diaw. Puts one up from 19, and it's San Antonio with another. Here is Miles. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Turner. Pass to Bielitsa. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and Miles kicks to Crowder. Boston, no good that time either. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got 8 points.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim. You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Mills. Turner covering. And here's Mills. Feeds to Duncan. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard against Turner. Zeller, a screen on Leonard. Turner passes to Bielitsa. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Leonard, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And guys, Tim Duncan still dominant after 18 years. You know, he's reshaped his body. He has gotten a brand new diet, which he says has had a huge benefit. We saw in the playoffs last year, Greg, I think, you know, he probably was one of the top 5 overall performers in last year's playoffs.
No doubt about it. We continue to write this guy off, Kevin, and he just continues to defy Father Time. I mean, there was a point where he was starting to feel the wear and tear, especially in his knees, but being the competitor he is, he decided to dictate to his body rather than letting his body dictate to him.
In the corner, Miles with it. Outside Turner. 1:31 left to play in the third. He dishes it to Zeller. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
But they get it back. No good from Duncan.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
And Bielitsa kicks to Miles. Second chance shot. Shot by Crowder, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here's Mills from the arc, and that one's good. Mills has got his second basket of the night.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Zeller with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here is Miles. He's guarded by Diaw. Shot from free throw range. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Left side, Leonard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Leonard, no good on that one. Now Miles. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end of quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Celtics leading by 6. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jordan is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Miles in at the 3 spot. Sullinger the screen. Bradley kicks to Thomas. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Miles with another miss.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Leonard. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. Boston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Now, here's Thomas. Dishes it to Miles. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. Good D by Parker. Leonard on the wing. Corner shot. And that one comes up a bit short.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker leading the charge.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the feed to Miles. Sullinger against Aldridge. Bradley, no one around him. Rebound, San Antonio. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's Parker outside, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Boston trailing. Here's Thomas. Double team on Thomas. It's Sullinger with the drive. Mills with the steal. Parker against Thomas. Parker dishes to Mills. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Down low. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Bradley kicks to Sullinger. He feeds it to Thomas. Back to Sullinger. Inside. Lock at 6. Here's Bradley. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Leonard. And it's blocked by Jordan. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Boston again missing. San Antonio with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Mills can't hit. Boston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Thomas passes to Bradley. Sullinger inside, covered by Parker. That's good for Miles on the assist by Sullinger. It's all knotted up.
Wow, it's been a vanishing act for him down the stretch. He's made only 1 shot in 4 tries here.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs dance team.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And Parker, here we go. Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And it's 9 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Sullinger is screen on Leonard. Double team on Thomas. Outer dishes to Sullinger. Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 12-4 run. Passes it to Leonard. Shot is no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Duncan outside. Green, the screen, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. He kicks it to Sullinger. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Lahr in the 4th quarter from long range.
He sure did. Would have loved to tie it up right there.
Parker with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Aldridge, no luck. Boston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And here's Crowder. There's the pass to Thomas. Jordan the screen. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. It's tipped. It's stolen by Sullinger. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Bradley against Parker. Right side, Thomas. Back to Bradley. Down low. Here's Jordan, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Outside Leonard. Poked away. And here comes the break. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Outside for Jordan. Outside Thomas. Back to Jordan. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Bradley gets it to go.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he nails that one right through the net. Celtics shooting in this game, 45%. Thomas with the ball. Sullinger the screen. To the middle. Off the screen, and it's good on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Green. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
That free throw good from Leonard.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
The Celtics making a switch here. Miles is checked in. Sullinger the screen. Outside Thomas. Shot off the screen, and there's Myers. That's good on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
Aldridge, good.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Now Thomas. Sullinger the screen. 6 to shoot. Here is Miles, guarded by Green. Miles with another miss.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Aldridge. Screen by Duncan. Outside Leonard to take the lead. The offensive rebound. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Celtics have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Jordan with the screen on Leonard. Thomas dishes to Jordan. Shoots from 14. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Parker kicks to Green. Duncan outside. Pass to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Thomas. .133 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Miles. Unloads. Miles with another miss. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
And they don't want to let it slip away.
Parker outside. Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The dish now to Jordan. Out to the right wing. Sullinger inside. He's against Parker. San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Leonard. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Bradley's checked in for the Celtics. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off the inbound. Here's Aldridge. Now here's Bradley. Outside Jordan. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Green. Here's Parker. It's in!
Man, Parker can be an offensive force when he gets going like this.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thomas against Leonard. And Thomas, here we go. Double team on Thomas. Feeds it to Jordan. It's in!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This is to Aldridge. Count it!
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Miles. Money!
Perfect inbounds play there. He couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 1. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
They can grab the win here if they knock down the shot. The With under 2 seconds remaining, that's enough time to catch maybe one dribble and then get it up in the air. It's obviously a make-or-break situation.
Parker outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jared Sullinger. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight. Shaq, your thoughts?
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.